Hi, friends. I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and just share some thoughts I've had lately. Um, I This past weekend was Easter Sunday, and we had a wonderful Easter. Attended, of course, Mass on TV, and had an Easter dinner and an Easter egg hunt. Actually, we hid like 200 eggs, and they're still finding them. But excuse me, it was just a wonderful, wonderful day. And later on, after dinner, my husband and I went for a walk. And while we were walking, he asked me a simple question. He just said, "Are you ready for this quarantine to be over?" Now, this quarantine has been an experience for all of us. All the kids are here, a couple of college girls, and also my husband is home most of the time because he's a teacher. So it has been different, and it has been challenging at times. But he asked me, and my first thought was, yes, I'm ready for it to be over. And I'm ready for it to be over because I want to be able to buy more than one loaf of bread. I want to be able to go and know there's toilet paper on the shelf at the store. I want to be able to go to the restaurant and have dinner with my husband. And I want to see my grandchildren. I haven't seen them for a month, and I'd really like to see them and spend time with them. So those things, yes, I want it over, I want it done with, I want it back to the way it was so that I can continue doing those things that I miss. But with it being Easter, my first thought after that was it went to God, and it went to my faith. And I thought about it, and I thought, I don't think, and I told him this, I don't think we've learned our lesson yet, really, for it to be over this quickly. And 4 weeks isn't quick, especially when you're home. But it is quick in the way that I don't think that as Christians we've learned the lesson or a lesson through this experience. Now, I believe there's a reason for everything, and God works his will through different things and allows things to happen to show his mercy, to show his love, and to help us to grow towards holiness. That's what we're called to do. And so when I thought of it through the eyes of my faith, I thought of how was the church when, back before the pandemic, back before the quarantine, how was the church? And would I want it to be like it was before? Our churches have sat empty for 3-4 weeks. And our pews have sat empty for 3-4 weeks. And actually, the truth be told, even before that, our churches were pretty empty. Christians, I feel, as Christians, we don't take our faith as seriously as we need to take it. We just don't. We're Sunday Christians, or holiday Christians, or we're Christians just when we think that we need something, like help in a pandemic or help in a quarantine. But we need to be Christians every day. We need to choose. And God even told us, you hot or cold, do not be lukewarm. So you're either for him, you're not for him. You can't be in the middle. And I think so many Christians, we live in the middle. We think it's okay to be mediocre. It's okay to be comfortable. It's okay to be content. And really, that's not what we're called to do. We're not called to be content and comfortable in the situation we're in. Our churches are going to be closing. The services are going to be diminished. We're going to have less of them because there's not enough people in our pews. Yes, they're empty now, but they weren't that full before, like I said. And our goal, our lesson we should be learning through all this is if we don't want our churches to remain empty or to become empty in a short period of time after this quarantine is over, then we have work to do. The whole world, it has their attention on what's happening right now. So God can easily move through this, and he is. I can see that in my family and different things that I've heard or seen. I can see God moving. But we need to be living our faith for this purpose and on purpose. It doesn't just happen. Our churches aren't going to fill themselves. People aren't going to see the light all of a sudden and go to church and stay there. And we're not going to have people picking up ministries, volunteering, or sharing faith with others without us going out and doing the groundwork and working hard to work with God to make this happen. So, as people of faith, as Christians, I just think that we really need to take this time, like I said before, to pray, to know what it is we need to do in evangelization as we go forward after this. We want to work hard to make the church future different than what it was before the pandemic, before our quarantine. We want it different, growing stronger, growing bigger, growing and reaching those who need it so much. And as Christians, we've all come together. We've all come together praying for an end to this, praying for healing, praying for blessing, praying for a fix to this mess that we're in. Well, while we're praying for that, we need to be praying that we grow stronger, we grow more confident, and more committed to the faith that we want to see passed on to our children and our grandchildren. Those are just my thoughts. And I ask that you just join together in prayer and pray for the growth of the church, the return of many to God, and that we can see full pews, full churches, and people coming back to God.